Time for our Spotlight program on this Monday, as we do every Monday morning, research time for the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce. And Nancy Morrissey. Good morning, Nancy. How are you?
Good morning, Steve. And you?
Fabulous. Have a nice Easter break.
We did. We ended up going to Sean and Dina's
and the kids on Saturday night, and then yesterday we went over to our daughter Kelly and Derek's and the kids and had an Easter dinner over there, and it was also Kelly's birthday, so we had a birthday party, and it was a great weekend.
A good weekend. Oh, that's good. And the weather was not bad as well.
No, so. How was your weekend? Good.
Uneventful. Uneventful. All my weekends are uneventful anymore. So anyway, well, let's jump right into it. It's a busy time of the year. We're moving into April. Things are starting to bloom, not just the flowers, but business and industry. And one of the things I know that you want to talk about was we are into April. It's April Fool's Day, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you? I'm pathetic. I'm just terrible at April Fool's jokes. I have this look of my dad that I can't hardly keep a straight face, and my smile kind of goes a little crooked. But I did play one this morning. I was going to think that I hadn't by this time, but I told Lori at the office that John and I had just decided that we were going to take a break and we were going to leave on Wednesday and come back next Thursday. And, of course, the annual banquet is the 19th. And I know she's thinking, oh, my gosh. So, and I think the only reason why I was able to pull that off is because it got to the point where I don't think she could even look at me because she's thinking, oh, my gosh.
So have you been to the office yet today?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And she and a look of relief across.
No, this is what I did today.
Oh, you did that this morning?
Yes, before I even came over here. Yeah. As if I would tell her on Monday that we were going to be gone for 8 days starting Wednesday.
No, that is not a very nice thing to do.
It was. I told her really fast. So I could think you're very good at doing April Fool's Day jokes.
The problem with that is, Nancy, is that I am very good with it. So everybody expects it. So the big joke is I just don't do it.
I see.
I just don't. It's just not worth it.
Well, hey, happy April Fool's Day, everyone. Have a fun day.
Our best one was probably about 11, 12 years ago here at the radio station. And it took we actually spent about a week and a half setting it up. And it was Lee going to take some vacation time. And so he talked about going on vacation, and he's getting ready to take a little, this is kind of a slow period in sports.
I do remember that, but I can't remember where you're going with this. It's been long enough.
On March 31st, he comes on the air and starts talking about how now the ownership told him he couldn't take vacation, and he feigned being mad about it, and then on April 1st continued to bellyache about it, and then just up and quit and walked out of the studio. And Mark Denny was the news director at the time, and Mark left in sympathy of Lee, and then it sounded on air as if everybody's scrambling. We had salespeople reading news. Jay Mitchell was in reading the board, and it was just complete chaos through the morning. And what we learned there is that although it was fun, and a majority of people, almost everyone bought into it because we spent a week leading up to it.
I can remember buying into it.
We took advantage of the trust of our listeners, and when they found out it was a joke, there was repercussions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people were mad that we tricked them like that.
Oh,
so we decided not to do anything like that anymore. So now the big joke is we don't do jokes.
I bet you they were just more upset that they thought Lee had left.
Yep, Lee had left. He was just totally ticked off, and dang it, I've been here for 15 years, and if I can't get a week off, I'm leaving. And he slammed. He just left, walked out the door. It was a really good one. But, other than that, so anyway, again, be on your toes.
Toes,
today.
right?
So, all right. What's the next on your list today?
Well, Tuesday, tomorrow, April 2nd. Mark your calendar to vote for the Fairfield High School bond issue. In Fairfield, everyone needs to go to the Jefferson County Courthouse. In Libertyville, it is the Libertyville Community Center. In Lockridge, it is the Lockridge School Gym. And in Pleasant Plain, it is the Pleasant Plain Community Building. The Chamber Board of Directors recognizes and supports the school district's proactive and comprehensive approach to improving the safety and security of our children, to updating the facilities in which they learn, and increasing building accessibility and functionality. And we urge everyone to please consider voting yes. That's tomorrow. And I think the polls open at 8. So, and I think, too, over at the courthouse here in Fairfield, that if you wanted to vote early, you're able to. So people could go over there today and vote also.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But,
I
but
think
anyway,
so.
You
I
need to
think
get out
so.
there and vote. And again,
Yep.
I know that the Chamber has fully endorsed the proposal, and FIDA.
It's time.
FIDA
It's
and all
time,
of a lot of
and
other organizations.
They've done their work, and they've checking into all possibilities, and they've come up with a good plan, and it's time for our kids to take priority.
And that plan, you can look at it, the schematics, the drawings, what it means to you as far as implications on your tax base and things like that. And the plan is right now it'll have no effects on your taxes, on your property taxes.
They might even go down.
They might even go down. Now, what happens in 6, 7, 8, 9 years is a different story. But right now, the plan is that it will have no effect.
Right.
And the reality of it is, these are changes and additions and upgrades that have to be done, or it's going to get to a point where the school's in disrepair,
Right,
and
correct.
then
It's
a
time.
much larger project would be on the
Yes.
horizon.
Yep.
All right. So again, that's tomorrow. Polls open first thing tomorrow morning, and so get out and vote. And as they say in Chicago, vote early and vote often. All right.
Last week, we also touched and talked about RAGBRAI being in Fairfield on Friday, July 26th. I also said that I was going to create a blog on our website, and that's up and going right now. The Chamber's website blog for the event is www.fairfieldiowa.com. That's our website. You can go there and scroll down our homepage a little bit, or at the top of our homepage too, it has contact us, blogs, links. Click on that blog, and it'll also take you to all the blogs on our website also. And as new information comes in, that will be updated also. So it has a link for housing at fairfieldragbri.com or vendors at Fairfield Housing or fairfieldragbri.com. So there's they have, like we talked about last week too, this is all new now than it was in 1997 when RAGBRAI was here, because we're able to have a website for RAGBRAI and emails and texts and stuff like that, cell phones, which we didn't have. But so that is in concern of RAGBRAI in Fairfield on July 26th.
And I know, as you mentioned, it's a whole new dynamic than it was 13, 15 years ago. And I mentioned this morning, April 20th, mark your calendar for April 20th, because that'll be sort of the public coming out for RAGBRAI that day at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. The public will be invited to come by. Be lots of booths and information there, and some other activities. I think the Ride Right people who are associated with the RAGBRAI will be there doing some bicycle checkups and things like that. But it's going to be a big community party on April 20th regarding
Wonderful.
RAGBRAI. I know because I'm a part of a committee on the RAGBRAI, and we'll actually be meeting tonight with officials from the RAGBRAI officials, TJ from Des Moines, that they have, over the past 40 years, actually put together a almost a foolproof, idiot-proof plan to pull off a RAGBRAI.
the book is just, practically 2 inches tall.
And I wondered, are there resources for retailers? Because it is a huge influx of people, and how to maximize your efforts if you're a retailer. Have those been explored?
We were just talking about that at our exec committee meeting on Thursday, and that is something that we are going to look into, and how best we can help our retailers during that time, because the square is going to be closed down to traffic and stuff. So it's not, please, merchants, don't plan to get a shipment that day. Yeah. I mean, that's, just going to be impossible that day. But there's all kind of different opportunities to take. And along that line, too, you just never know. We're going to have thousands of people here. You never know who's going to step into your store or look at your window as a merchant here on the square or in Fairfield, love what they see as a totality here in Fairfield, and plan to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great opportunity.
Yes,
Great
yes.
opportunity. Well, it'll be interesting as we get closer and closer. And again, just a quick note, if you are a RAGBRAI committee member, may check your calendar because there are several meetings happening today and this evening with the RAGBRAI officials and other committees. All right, let's move on down the list.
All right, new chamber member highlight is ResCare Home Care. They're out of Washington, Iowa, and they're committed to providing certified home health services and other personalized supports that help individuals live more independently and comfortably. Whether you need care or support in the home, the hospital, a long-term care facility, or another resident, ResCare Home Care will be there to provide nursing, licensed therapies, medical social services, and any of a full range of home care services. ResCare Home Care, helping everyone live life on their own terms. Call or visit ResCare Home Care at 1321 East Washington Street, Suite 5 in Washington, Iowa, or they could be reached by phone at 319-653-2370. That's ResCare Home Care. Then we have a member-to-member highlight. The program highlight of the week is KMCD and Classic 96.
Woo.
KMCD has a big deal of a program, which, by the way, is called Big Deal Savings, an online store. Chamber members are able to save an additional 10% off an already big deal. There are big savings with local gift certificates at a discount where you are able to save all the way up to 50% every day. Some of the participating businesses you are able to save big every day are Adela's, American, B&C Sales and Service, Brown Shoe Fit, Fairfield Flower Shop, Fairfield Nutrition, Fairfield Tire and Service, Henderson's Custom Framing and Gallery, Johnny's Place, Kim's Cottage, Kokomo's Cafe, Ladies Workout Express, Taco John's, and Top of the Rock Grill. For a full list and to purchase the gift certificates, go to KMCD and Classic 96 website. Now, this big deals of a program is for everyone. If you're a chamber member, then you have a chamber code that you're able to put in there, and you get that additional 10% off. And you go to their website at www.exploreseiowa.com. You click on the big deals links and shop the full list of savings to your heart's content. Chamber members, remember to use the chamber promo code and receive the additional 10% chamber member-to-member discount. Experience it and see why it's kind of a big deal.
Here's a little side note. We have a spring cleaning going on right now, so nearly all the merchants have our certificates at 60% off retail.
Oh, wow.
So you could buy a $100 certificate for $40, or a $50 certificate for $20, or a $10 certificate for $40. So
wow,
that's
wonderful.
through today. So
all right.
how serendipitous that you chose them as the member-to-member
yes.
highlight today.
Yep.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah. So let's move down to the calendar.
All right, what's happening for the week of April 1st? As we mentioned, Tuesday is voting day at the polls for the Fairfield High School bond issue. A yes vote is a positive vote for our children. Then on Wednesday, the Fairfield Golf and Country Club is having a new member reception from 5 to 7 p.m. This reception is for club members, guests, and prospective members with complimentary hors d'oeuvres, wine, and beverages. Wednesday, well, that's open McKnight, 8 o'clock at Cafe Paradiso. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, April 4th through 7th, is Cabaret, performed by the Way Off Broadway at the Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts. Experience the latest version of this award-winning musical presented by Way Off Broadway, Iowa's only professional musical theater company. Showtimes are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30 p.m., and there's a Sunday matinee also on April 7th at 2 p.m. Cabaret has adult situations and adult language. Anyone under 15 should be accompanied by an adult. I have not gone to that. I have not even watched the movie about it. I think was Liza Minnelli in that one years ago, and been on Broadway and won Tonys and stuff. It's one production I don't have any idea what it's about, but I've heard it's wonderful.
Originated in 1940s, I believe.
See, that's way before my time.
Yeah, 1940s. I actually thought about you over the weekend because I know that you and John like classic movies, black and white
Oh,
movies.
yes.
And
Well,
see,
I do,
You
much
do?
more than John. Oh, yes.
And I see they're selling this huge box set now of Shirley Temple films. Have you seen that?
No,
Shirley Temple movies.
no.
I didn't know if you would like. And I thought,
Oh, I have Heidi and
who would like that? Oh, Nancy would like that. So yeah.
No, one time last summer, the grandkids came down from, this is Amy's children's from Minnesota, and they just couldn't decide what they were going to do. It was raining that afternoon, and I said, how about if you watch Heidi? And what's Heidi? Of course, it's the old Shirley Temple one, and moans and groans, and, they wanted to watch something else. I said, no, Grandma has a call on this one. You're going to watch Heidi. I popped Heidi in, and not a kid moved. They loved it. So, yes. Well, I didn't move either.
Let's move on down the calendar.
On
Get to the
Friday.
latter- yeah, Friday.
Friday, Fairfield, First Friday's Art Walk with a new theme for the April Art Walk, Sing in Spring, a tribute to the human voice. It is believed that the human voice is the world's oldest music, and the human voice is the first musical instrument. Sing in Spring captures the diversity and creativity of song by offering a wide selection of music genres which showcase the power and versatility of the human voice. At various venues on or near the Fairfield Town Square, individuals and groups of singers will perform continuously or at set performance times ranging from 6:30 to 10. A list of locations is Isla Restaurant, and if you haven't eaten there yet, just plan to eat there. It's a wonderful place to eat, and coffee and biscotti or whatever at Cafe Paradiso. They're also going to be at the Landmark Inn, America's Diamond. You could also have dinner at Revelations Cafe and Bookstore. There's going to be singers and music groups there also. And Fellowship of the Holy Spirit. And also Cafe Paradiso. Go for a great protein drink. And of course, please visit the additional art studios such as America's Diamond will have art there, and Icon and Fairfield Art Association Main Gallery. And there's also art at Revelations Cafe and Bookstore. So for more information, please check out the Fairfield First Fridays Art Walk website at www.fairfieldartwalk.org. Then Saturday is the Fairfield Farmers Market from 9 to 2 at the Senior Citizen Center. On Saturday evening at 5 o'clock is the Fairfield Park and Rec Department's pasta fundraiser for the gym and pool at the Fairfield Senior Citizen Center. I know where John and I are going to be eating on Saturday night. On Saturday also, from 8 to 10 is the All Souls on Deck at Cafe Paradiso with Sharon Bousquet, Phoenix Jordan, George Foster, Tim Britton, and a potential plethora of talented friends performing. There is a ticket discount if you purchase it in advance, or you're able to pay full price at the door. Sunday is McFarland Daub Duo Violin and Piano at 7:30 p.m. at the Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts. Violinist Nancy McFarland Gobb and pianist Eugene Gobb are part of the music faculty at Grinnell College, directors of the acclaimed Roy Croft Chamber Music Festival, and have performed together most of the wonderful repertoire for this combination of instruments. McFarland and Gobb will perform selections of Johann Brahms' most beautiful and admired chamber music of the Romantic area. So that is Sunday, 7:30 at the Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts. So that is our week that will be, but there's a couple save the dates. April 19th, we've talked about this for a couple weeks now. April 19th is the Fairfield Chamber's 2013 Annual Awards Banquet presented by MidWestOne Bank. Everyone is invited to be a part of the excitement and help celebrate the accomplishments of the local business community at the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce's biggest event of the year. The Chamber's Annual Awards Banquet, presented by MidWestOne Bank, happens the evening of April 19th at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. The evening is most definitely going to be fun, with a casino theme, which will include also a cocktail and hors d'oeuvres. reception, dinner, entertainment, and features the name of the Business and Community Award winners, including the Libertyville Savings Bank Citizen of the Year Award, all the while having fun. And that is spelled F-U-N with 3 exclamation marks. So it is going to be fun. Lots of planning going on right now. Lots of committee meetings. Master of Ceremonies will be longtime Chamber member Jeffrey Hedquist of Hedquist Productions, Chamber Board President Sean Lisk of MidWestOne Bank, and Michael Halley with Danner Oil will name this year's award winner. So just mark your calendars. It's going to be a fun night. We already have about 80 reservations, and the banquet is almost 3 weeks away. Make sure to mark your calendars and make your reservation now, because we will most certainly have a sellout crowd. That's April 19th.
April 19th at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center.
April 25th is the Business After Hours. It's a re-grand opening event at Super 8. I've been out there, and it's wonderful. They have done some really wonderful renovation. They've done all the rooms. They've done the reception area. They've done the counter. They've done the breakfast bar area. They're going to be doing the pool and the main entryway also, but they're ready to go with what they've done so far, and it is really nice.
I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Yep, that is April 25th at the Super 8. And then, I know this is a ways away, but please know that if you're going to be thinking about having a garage sale, May 18th is the annual Chamber Spring Garage Sale. Mark your calendar now, because spring is here, and with it comes spring cleaning. Clean out your attic, your garage, and those jam-packed closets to get ready for this gigantic sale, because we are having our annual Spring Chamber Garage Sale, and it's right around the corner. We've already taken in sold some spots to that also. So it's going to be another great sale this year. Like I said, it's Saturday, May 18th. If it rains that day, we have it the next Saturday. You need to stop in at the Chamber and pick out your spot. It's $8 per parking space, and it's a great day. It's a fun way to have a garage sale and have the Chamber advertise it for you.
Yep, May 18th. That's a Saturday. All right, Nancy, we've run out of time on this Monday. We reserve time for the Chamber every Monday morning, and you have a great week, okay?
Thank you, Steve, and everyone have a great week.
Stay tuned. Look at the markets just around the corner here on KMCD.